So I think I'm live. Yeah, I'm just talking about my thoughts here. I I'm not up on live streaming or anything, so if if this is all messed up, I don't care. Uh, yeah, I just thought I'd go live just to clear my head. Yeah, boy. Mm, Not sure if anyone is seeing this, but again, I don't care. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I just need to talk about my feelings because I can't sleep. It's 11:31 Eastern time here in Canada. Boy. My therapist has told me no matter how you feel, um, sometimes get online and just talk about your thoughts or feelings and whatever. But yeah, boy. Um, mm, yeah, uh, just a prerequisite. If anyone thinks I'm all spaced out, yeah, I've had four 6% beers. So yeah, I'm a bit under the weather here, but I'm still coherent somewhat. Um, yeah, don't know how to uh, go on from here. Boy, dealing with cancer and not uh, just my wife that passed away a month ago, June 13th, but family members in the past. And you always think, someone passed away from cancer or whatever. You think, oh, that's so sad. But when it happens to you not too long after the former families passed away of cancer, you think, Jesus. So, anyhow, I'm on here because I can't sleep. Uh, I just need to talk and perhaps to myself. Mm, boy. Live chat. I'm just looking at all these options on YouTube. I'm not terribly familiar with how everything works. Oh, just a second. Okay. Uh, hmm. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm not looking for sympathy because I've been following other people's live stream chats and their videos, and even people that have no idea. I have no idea who they are, but prior to my prior to my wife passing, the last maybe I'm going to say 3 or 4 years, I've I've been following people that have been dealing with cancer, not just them, but their spouses, family members, and that was all prior to my wife going downhill with her all with her also battle with cancer. So it's kind of helped me dealing with dealing with how things might progress, and apologize to those apologize to you that don't know me. I have a stutter, so every once in a while I have to pause and spit out the words, but whatever. That's life. Um, yeah, I have been following various cancer latest. Let me start over. I've been following cancer related channels in the past, and their dealings with cancer, and maybe I'm going to say about 50% of them have since passed, and that hit me hard because I didn't know who they were, but I had followed them for months, perhaps almost a years. And then when my wife was diagnosed with her cancer, I followed some of them even more. And you always have the hopes and praise that things were uh, looking up for us or for her and my wife. Ah, boy. And that's the insidious thing about cancer. I mean, I've known I've known people in the past. They've uh, battled cancer often. You know, it's a hard battle. It's hard on them. All the issues, and they battled it well, and they became NED, which means no evidence of uh, uh, disease. Whew. And some cancers, the initial, the um, initial battle, medical intervention has more or less cured their cancer. Again, not again, I'm not looking for any sympathy, just putting it out there. Uh, Wifey, uh, that was my nickname for her. Her initial cancer and the normal the initial protocol dealing with it did uh, did hick it to bay. You know, a combination of chemotherapy, radiation. So we thought, yay. The 4 month after scan showed that it had showed that it had showed that it had progressed. There we go. To other areas of her um, pelvic region, and I'm not going to get into all the medical stuff and the exact areas. Doesn't matter. So, as I said in the past, that's the insidious thing about cancer. You know, it helps the medical intervention helps some and doesn't help others. So I'm not even sure if my stream is still going, but just a second here. Live chat. Yeah, I don't think anyone's saying this, but I don't care. What else do I say? As I've said to everyone else, I know the room I'm in looks messy and unconstrued, but two things: I don't care, and secondly, this is a storage room for when we had to rearrange stuff in our house when my wife was going downhill. We had to rearrange furniture and stuff. But again, I don't care what people think. Uh, whew, uh, long, a long. Let me start over. A long pregnant pause. I know. Um, Again, I would like to do various blogs, but I know countless people have done blogs in their battle, fight, whatever with cancer. So I don't want to rehash what others have done. Um, Boy, uh, I I'm still on here, but I just see a Tom, long Tom, um, friend of mine, JV, uh, um, mm, mm, Jeremy from, I think he's from either Alabama or Arkansas. I can't remember. I haven't stayed in touch recently. He's a awesome. He's an awesome. Uh, Let me start. He's an awesome guitarist and um, vocalist or singer from back in the day. Good to see him. Oh, I also see Sparkle from Arizona. Yeah. Hi, 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 Sparkle. Good to see you. Um, yeah, I'm just mm, mm, I'm just venting here, but actually shouldn't say I'm venting. I'm just talking about because I don't feel sorry for myself because I've followed people that have been going through. Oh boy, that I've been going through the same. Uh, okay, Paul, that have been going through the same. Boy, wait just a second. I've been following people that have been going through the same yeah, journey as I am now. So, you know, uh, there's lots of people that have gone through this. Uh, but I've been told to, you know, open up and I've been told to open up and open up to uh, talk to others about just life, right? Uh, mm, and again, I've seen or haven't seen. Well, actually, I have seen her. Sorry, Sparkles. I've seen her for years and years on various streams, and she's a down to earth lady. And I know sometimes some of us, uh, some of us beer guys have irritated you, Sparkles. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you've always been there, and you've been a good friend over the years. So, yeah, all the best, Sparkles. Uh, what else can I say? Actually, I've been asked. I don't think anyone cares, but after my wife passed, the hospice, the hospice, just let me start over. The hospice company, company, yeah, asked me that because I'm older than some of the others that have passed away, they asked me to the word is fis, fis, just saying. They've asked me to facilitate, pardon me, they've asked me to facilitate. Let me try a third time. They've asked me to facilitate, meaning host uh, intimate talk with others that are dealing with the same thing, the passing of their spouse or um, uh, uh, kid or child, etc. And I thought, well, what are you asking me? And they said, well, um, because you're one of the oldest persons nowadays in our in our group. Sorry, my my speech is getting worse and worse. I apologize. Yeah, they asked me if I would facilitate hosting a group of younger people that have also lost their spouses. And I'm thinking, what? Why do you want me to do that? And they said, well, because you and your spouse, boy, they, damn. So they knew, they were aware of my history. So, oh boy. I'm, I, here's the history. I met my wife, you know, and I say that in quotes because her and I never got married. We were common law our whole lives. I was 17. She was 15 when we met her. When I met her in high school. So you know, legally, she was underage, which doesn't mean anything. I didn't do anything, you know, uh, with her at the time. So I was 17, she was 15. I met her parents. Her dad was a lawyer. So I knew, okay, I'm on my um, I'm on my best behavior, even though I had a no ill intent. I was an innocent boy. Anyhow, back to that. I was 17, she was 15. Oh boy. And we almost made 48 years. So I'm 65. She was 63 when she passed. So boy. Uh, So, um, uh, um, so, needless to say, I don't know how you say it nowadays. She was my only, back in the day, you'd say girlfriend, common law spouse, partner. So I guess nowadays, she was my only partner. And I know it sounds um, cruel to some, but her and I had the same values. We never wanted kids, so there's no kids involved. Sorry, my um, my my nose is starting to run. Apologies. Yeah, we never wanted kids. Not that we hated kids. We just that was our choice. We just wanted to focus on each other. And I don't know if um, I don't know if JV Hangouts is here. I know he's a long time. I've known him for at least 5, 8 years. He's a guitarist, musician. Her and I were always into the same type of. Her and I were always into the same type of yeah, music, more or less. Uh, 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 so, sorry, I have a bit of gas here. Her and I were always into the same type of music. So hard edged blues, hard rock, and uh, that's where JV Hangouts came in because he always did a good representation of Hendrix and various hard rock, songs on his um, guitar. Yeah, boy. Okay, I'm just pausing here because I'm just looking at the chat because apparently I'm on still on YouTube Live. I didn't know if I'm on. Um, I didn't know if I'm on StreamYards or not. I don't know how all this stuff works, but yeah, I, I apologize for spilling my guts here and uh, slightly breaking down here and there, but whew, I was told to just get out there and um, get out there and spread my wings once things went south with my wife, and that's what I'm doing. Oh boy. So it's yeah, yeah, it's helping me to get through things, but whew. Mm, but yeah, the my wife, sorry, not the wife. I always I always referred to her when I was introducing her to others. Oh, this is the wife. And she would give me a shot in the head. Sorry. In wife, talking about my wife, uh, no, I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, I just helping me talk about my wife. It was almost 48 years since we first met. Whew. Yeah, almost 48 years ago that we met in high school, and I've kept in touch with maybe uh, half a dozen of buddies of mine from back then over the years, and I think almost all of them have been uh, divorced, remarried, remarried a second time, single, dating, and I'm thinking it isn't a competition or anything, but oh boy. Second, boy. Yeah, again, it isn't a contest or anything. It's just how things happen. But I'm I'm so thankful that oh boy, I'm so thankful that uh, she, Leanne, was the only one I was with for 48 years. Anyhow, that's just how it goes. Okay, I'm fine. So, who wants to talk? Oh boy. um, actually, I have a. Let me start over. I have a um, bit of a cough up here because the province of Quebec here in Canada has huge horse. Listen to me. Has huge forest fires, so it's like hundreds of miles of north of me, and all this smoke from their forest fires is inundating here in Ontario. And last I heard, it is hitting the northeastern um, states as well. Oh, I'm getting worse and worse. It's getting late. So yeah, every night when the sun goes down, it's kind of an orangey red thing, and everyone thinks, oh, that looks really nice, but no, it's just all the smoke, you know. Over the sun. So every time I go outside, I'm older. So every time I go outside, it kind of hits my lungs. Uh, the smoke kind of hits my lungs, so I start to cough. But I'm inside now, obviously. I don't think I've spoken this much. I don't think I've spoken this much in my whole life. Anyhow, all the uh, all the people that are here in let me start over. All the people that are here in chat, I haven't really read much of it yet, but thanks for thanks for chiming in. It's kind of helped me, get my head on straight. And there are some here that I haven't seen in a while, which is kind of nice. I recognize Vanessa Kitty 86 or 8867. I've seen you in various chats over the years. Thank you, Vanessa. And I think you're former. I think you are former military in the States, if I'm not um, mistaken. Thank you for your uh, service. And up here in Canada, we realize your service, not just to the U.S., but basically all of North America, Vanessa. So thanks again. Boy. Again, who's ever still watching this, I apologize for my breaks and I apologize for my breaks, meaning pauses and breakdowns, but that's that's life, and it just helps me get through. It just helps me get through stuff. Yeah, boy. And I'm now seeing people that I do regularly see. Good to see Keith and Keith. Keep your dog in line, eh? Only kidding, bud. And I see. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I see Roos, which is evidently, or he or she is evidently from Canada, and I know I think he's a beer, he's a beer brewer that regularly comments on other beer streams. So good to see you, Bruce. Yeah. So again, I'm not even sure how this works because I just hit the go live button on YouTube, so I don't even know if I even have StreamYard, but I don't care. I just keep talking. It is 12:10 midnight time Eastern for me, so I don't know what the time is for everyone else. Yeah. Anyone isn't you guys and gals don't have to stick around or anything to keep me company. I'm just talking and just to keep me, preoccupied and here in the Connecticut. Okay, I see the comment from Vanessa that I'm live. I saw you show up live and jumped in at 12:12 a.m. here in Connecticut, USA. Okay. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, boy. Yeah, so I had speaking of my American people, sadly, I had a 10-year passport up here in Canada that was valid from August of 2015 to August of 2025. And I don't think I ever used the damn thing because my wife and I were contemplating traveling outside of Canada. But again, 2 or 3 years ago, when she was first diagnosed with cancer, we thought, okay, we'll hold off on renewing our passports just to see how things, how things progress. So when things went downhill about a year ago, so the end of our passport, so August of 2025, we thought, well, are we going to renew our passports. And she said, well, hold off on mine, but you might as well renew yours. Well, things happen and whatever, and I just uh, put it off. So apparently up here, I can renew my passport within, I think it's 3 or 5 years after the expiry of my passport, which was August of 2025. So just out of just out of respect, I had no intention of renewing mine while she was still alive because, well, just because, right? And when things went downhill and her and I knew, okay, things aren't that well, she, oh boy, here we go again. She indicated to me that, okay, second, she indicated to me that, okay, life goes on. So uh, renew your passport and, you know, explore life. Meaning, if you're able to, and I'm not rich, but, uh, I'm able to travel. She said, yeah, renew the damn thing. And so, anyhow, who's ever here, you don't need to see me being a um, blathering idiot. Apologies. So yeah, I do intend to renew my passport, whether or not I will have a utilize utilization for it. It's always a good thing to have. Whew. So yeah. So any Americans down there, look out. Just saying. Paulie from Canada might be might be might be coming down there sometime. And my family background is Irish and Irish and um, uh, second. Irish and German. So, being a home brewer, so I I brew beer at home. That's what a home brewer is. Um, uh, shit, I'm getting worse. Two of my favorite beer. Two of my favorite beer regions are Ireland and uh, Germany. So I'm hoping to go to both of those areas sometime. Uh, oh, and my niece is about to start third year in England in ed school. So in 2 or 3 years, hopefully she'll be a full-fledged medical doctor. So I love my come on, Paul. I love my British beers too. So it's not all about beer, but it's just the correlation of Ireland, Germany, and uh, England, and that's what keeps me on the. Uh, what's the old cliche? Short and narrow, or whatever. Geez. Anyone else want to talk? uh, uh, I guess here in I guess here in YouTube, I can't have anyone else on the stream. It's only in like things like it's only in things like StreamYard, right? Uh, oh, there's a ton of comments here. I didn't think I had that many internet friends. Geez. 1219. Oh, boy. So apparently it shows I've been on for 50. 50. Apparently it shows on YouTube. I've been on 53 minutes. Didn't seem that long. Edit. I just realized this. This T-shirt makes me look pregnant. Isn't far off. Love my beer. Oh boy. So if people are hitting all these little icons, I have no idea what they're for. Not a clue what all these things are for. So I can't even tell on YouTube if anyone is still watching because I don't see the count of people. So I guess I'll keep talking for a couple of minutes until I, if anyone's still here, until I totally, until I totally bore anyone. I don't think I've talked this much in. I don't think I've talked this much in my whole life. Um, as a guy that has a as a guy that has a stutter, obviously in my whole life I haven't spoken much because it takes me too damn long to spit it out. But um, uh, speaking to speaking to speaking to close friends of mine now and in the past, I said, just talk and just tell people. It takes you a while to it takes you a while to spit the words out, but you have things to say. So just if it takes a while, just spit them out. So that's what I'm attempting to do now and in the past. Uh, boy. Mm, mm. Yeah, in the earlier days, as I've said earlier, I was with my wife, spouse, partner, whatever you want to call her, common law wife. I've been with her 48 years. And in the past, more or less, I let her do all the talking, And then I thought, okay, eventually, I might have to talk a hell of a lot more. In the last 2 or 3 years, when her health was going downhill and she was, uh, when she was weak and all. I don't need to get into all the medical stuff. It doesn't concern anyone. You know, I I knew, okay, I have to step up and start you know uh, speaking more or com, 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 communicating for us and on behalf of her. So I was never overly self. Um, I was never overly self conscious on my speech. I just told people, yeah, it takes me a while. I stutter or whatever. I don't give a shit. Sorry. Yeah. Uh, mm, mm. So, uh, just out of a bit of humor, whoever might still be here, way back in 1990, I took my I took my first skydiving course. So it was like half a day of in the classroom, how to get on the airplane, how to pack your parachute, blah, 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 and all that stuff. If things go wrong, this is what you do. If this happens, you do this. Anyhow, um, so on the airplane, um, there was about 4 or 5 of us, and we all um, uh, jumped out of the airplane in order, John Doe 1, John 2, 3, um, Paul, me, 3 and 4, right? So there was a guy on the ground with a walkie-talkie, or back then it was 1990. There weren't cell phones. Anyhow, the dude on the ground would holler up to us when we got up to altitude. Okay, whoever the first guy was. Okay, jumper 1 now. Jumper 2 now. Paul 3 now. Anyhow, in the in the shit in the in the classroom before we went in the airplane, what they got to me. Oh yes, so the story was, we had a pilot um, shoot. So the guy in the plane would hold your little, I don't know what it was, little backup thing, and you would uh, hop out of the plane, and he would follow this after you, and it would make the parachute, expand. And if it didn't expand, in the ground school, you were taught, okay, 1001, 1002, and 1003. And after that, if the main chute didn't open, you were known enough to pull the. You were told enough to told the. Told enough. You were supposed to pull the reserve chute handle. So when they got to me, they said, well, perhaps you, after 1001, pull the reserve chute. And I think, yeah, okay, whatever. Anyhow, that's the joke. Yeah. Who's still talking? Not going to jump out of a perfectly good plane. Oh, JB. Oh, you're a wimp, JB. Yeah, all these comments I haven't, only around the Niagara Falls. I was a kid. Oh, all these comments. Yeah, I I apology for not watching all the comments. Oh, there's hundreds of them, it seems. Shoot. Sorry, people. Thrash. Yeah, you and Thrash. Yeah. Oh, boy. I'm just looking Looking back to the comments, holy Jesus, a ton of them. All the way back to 1144. Wow. I can't even follow them all. Oops. Vanessa, apologies. I'm just scrolling through the comments here. Oh, there's some comments in the past that kind of sad. So to hear, I won't comment on them. Yeah, that's the thing. I've had a lot of people, here and here in my own town saying, "Oh, Paul, so terrible," or whatever. And obviously, it is what happened to me. But I'm older. I'm 65 and a half. And yeah, obviously, things hit me hard, but oh boy, I'm not going to try. But, when things happen to you, you think, oh my God, this is tragic. I can't handle this, or this is horrible. And it's all about me. And I know, it happens to, well, virtually everybody, right? Whether or not it's a tragic accident, a car accident, or suddenly a heart attack, whatever, stroke, whatever. Yeah, boy. And no one cares about my life or my history, but I I look at things as kind of date wise and year wise. So I was 18 when my dad died. Okay, I'm 65 now, and at 18 you think, oh, my dad died, but I'm thinking back then, date wise, my mom and my dad were only married 19 years when I was died. Come on, Paul, think. So I was. Hold on, here's a second. Do I have this right? 60, 70, yeah. Yeah, they had me when they were married 1 year. So my mom and dad were only married 19 years, and he died when I was 18. But as a kid, you think, wow, okay, dad died young, but 18 effing years. Yeah, think about it. As I say, I think about dates and years and things like that. I shouldn't admit this now, but yeah, I love my beer. I know that there's people in the chat that have had to give up alcohol, beer, and whatever. All the power to them. You know, it happens. But thinking back, now that I'm a amateur brewer, not very good. Uh, I haven't I haven't brewed beer in like over 2 years because of dealing with my wife. Whatever, but it's a hobby. Thinking back, and um, I told JV Hangouts from Arkansas back in the day. I never shared a beer with my dad. Now, back then, I didn't really care about beer, but just thinking now that I analyze beer and the styles and how to brew them, I was too young, and at the same time, um, did, didn't even care about beer. But I never, oh, pardon me, I never had a beer with my father. And yeah, just thinking back, like would have loved to have analyzed beer with my dad. But again, yeah, yeah. So I don't know where I was going with this, but um, it's all about eras, right? And hmm, hmm. Yeah, it just seems so um, so so odd. Never having a drink with your own dad, and then you got into that hobby. Mm, mm. I have uh, old Polaroid. I don't know if any of you guys know what Polaroids are, but the Polaroid Instamatic cameras where you took a picture and you pulled the thing out of the camera and you had to hold off maybe a minute or two and peel the thing off and there's the photo. Anyhow, yes, I'm not old. Um, 1979, August of 79. No one cares about the era, but my wife and I and my dad and mom, we attended our neighbor's Italian wedding, and everyone knows Italian weddings are absolutely effing huge, right? And everything was covered. No one had to pay for the food, the wine, anything. It was an Italian wedding, right? All the guests, it's absolutely free. So this was the summer of 79. And there's a picture of my wife and I. Well, back then it was just her and I were girlfriend, boyfriend. Again, I by then I was 18, she was 16. And on our way to this next door neighbor's Italian wedding. And where was I going from this? Oh, I forget. Shit. So, oh yeah, okay. It was August of 79. And my dad took pictures of Leanne and I with this Polaroid Instamatic. And whew, it was the month after, so September of 79, he died of a heart attack. Whew. So I still have that Polaroid. Of Leanne, my uh, late wife, and I, and it'll like 4x4 Polaroid up in the bedroom. Anyhow, I'm not trying to get all down about this and reminiscing it all, but yeah, that's life, right? Uh, whew. Anyhow, if anyone's here, happy thoughts. I'm just, as I said earlier, you're just uh, talking about things. Uh, I haven't seen them yet, but my therapist has has indicated things to that I should talk about ahead of time. So she asked me what my interests are, and I said, well, I don't watch television, don't care about sports, and sorry, JV, but I can't really follow music that I used to like because it just, well, it's just, again, brings me back to happier times of going to concerts and nightclubs and music halls with my wife. So, all the old um, all the old music and clubs and rock bands I used to follow. I just can't listen to them, at least for now. Hopefully, I will again too. Yeah. Yeah. So, so I'm just hoping that anyone else maybe is that is in the shadows is going through, you know, perhaps not just grief and family deaths and stuff, but other things in your life, divorce, financial things, you know, uh, people that have alienated you. I don't know if you can contact me, and I don't even know if I can help you, but just talking about things and, as you've seen me, I'm an older guy and I still, oh boy, same. I still break down and whatever. It's not. I don't care if others think it's a sign of uh, weakness. At my age, I don't give two damns. Right? But yeah, all of us have had our issues to deal with, and yeah. And who's ever still here, I have no idea because on YouTube, I don't know what's going on or who's following. I don't care because I don't care about the views, but uh, yeah. The only thing I like to Trump about others, and I don't mean Trump meaning the guy in the States, no politics. The only thing I like to Trump about others is maybe not all the people I still know because some have fallen off, and I haven't kept up to touch with them. But the ones that I still follow, I think I'm the only one that has been with the same lady as long as oh boy, as long as I have. I hate saying past tense, as long as I had. Boy, yeah. Oh boy. Allergies, eh? This time of year. Uh, yeah. I'm just thankful that I was with the same lady uh, almost 50 years. It was 48 years. And whew. And thankfully, her brother-in-law, her, just a second. I was going to say, thankfully, her brother-in-law, actually, it's my brother-in-law. So thankfully, her brother is the only one left in her family. And I'm the only one left in my family. So the only two family correlations are her brother and me. All the others have passed away. Again, not looking for not not looking for come on, Paul. Not looking for sympathy. It's just her brother is the only one left on her side of the family, and I'm only the left of family. My family. Listen to me. Have another beer, Paul. Yeah, so I'm going out to see him and his wife and his daughter out in Western Canada in a couple of weeks. Oh, pardon me. And again, to my American friends, I'm hoping to get my passport. I'm hoping to get my passport renewed in the next, no, I don't know, month or so. And I'm hoping to get down there to see some of my, especially especially brewery type friends. Bubba Gut Brewery, formerly a beer man in Oregon, uh, Northwest. Oh shit, I should know his name. Northwest. Uh, Northwest. Oh, I'm subscribed to him. I'm sorry, Steve. Northwest something something, also in Oregon. Maybe eventually miscellaneous brew reviews down in Florida. Alex the Beer Master in New Jersey. East Coast. I should know this too. East Coast. Not beer reviews. Sorry, East Coast. East Coast liquor and beer reviews in Rhode Island, and there's a few others. Oh, Bumpyisms in New Hampshire. He was one of the OGs that I followed back when he was analyzing beers a lot more than he does now. Hint, hint. um, oh boy, and there's others as well, but I can't think of it now. I've had a few too many beers and getting kind of oh, I see Bruce from, I think he's from northern uh, northern British Columbia. He says, if you, It'll that's my stage name. If you want to travel to Germany, I'd go with you. Yeah, I'd love to go there. Yeah. I love my alts, ALTs. Uh, Boy. I know I'm staying on a hell of a long time, but I'm not paying for it. I've been on apparently an hour and 29 minutes. Jeez. uh, Again, before I head off, I like to thank whoever's in the chat. Just um, keep me entertained and just uh, keeping my head, you know, in the same space. On that note, I've been a I've been in a local home brewer group here in, I don't care what anyone knows, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, so the capital of Canada. And we have a fairly active home brewer group up here. And out of all of them, I would say uh, predominantly maybe 80 or 90% of them are all guys, which is understandable. And anytime we, in the past, we've had a uh, uh, hook up or barbecue or whatever, outdoor event, and maybe 20% of the wives, spouses, whatever you want to call them nowadays, be politically correct, partners have shown up. But I think my wife and I, yes, her and I didn't love the same style of beers, but she always helped me. She always helped me brew beer, weigh the grains, grind them, weigh the hops. Um, Her and I had different styles that we liked, but every beer hookup that we went to, she was always um, she was always come on, Paul. She was always with me, meaning all these other guys, it was all a bunch of guys, and maybe there was 40 or 50 guys at these hangouts, and maybe 10 uh, maybe 10 wives, spouses, whatever. And she was always one of them. And they always recognized that. You always bring your wife, Paul. Well, yeah, because she's into it too. And yeah, I'm obviously gonna miss that. Going to these going to these hangouts without her. But uh, without getting too sentimental, she or I promised her or whatever. She promised me. She said, "Yeah, once I'm not around, do not give up that." You know, both of us love the. Come on, Paul. Uh, you and I love the camaraderie, the science of it, and uh, she also loved the science of it. Measuring stuff out, temperature control, fermentation control. She loved all that stuff. Yeah. Now, it pissed her off that I brewed a hell of a lot more IPAs than her styles, Hefeweizens, Belgian Wits, Saisons. But the hell with you. It's all about me. Sorry, honey. Ah, boy. Mm. And yeah, and that's partly, well, not partly, that's a a small part of whew, that's a small part of why we enjoyed our, you know, why we enjoyed each other. Even cooking, you know, recipes, uh, different ethnic cuisines. Uh, he would concoct some Indian cuisine and whatever, and some of it, I thought, this is absolutely shit. But it was it was how it's supposed to taste. And then she would eventually, you know, I guess, convince me that this is how it's supposed to taste. And yeah, so I I really got into Indian cuisine. It was quite interesting. Indian, as in, not North American Indian, but India type stuff, and all the spices and corianders and fennel leaves and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty. Geez. Uh, yeah. Shit, all the comments coming in. It's insane. Uh, okay, I'm just reading up. Middle for Dusseldorf or Alts. Yeah. S- s- Speaking of alts, Bruce, yeah, I think I prefer Dusseldorf as opposed to, I think it's Northern um, German alts, because I think Dusseldorf is slightly hoppier, not as malty, whereas alts are a bit more malty and sweeter. But I don't know if I've had both versions of them. I The only commercial version I've had way back is a canned version of Diebels, Dieb. I don't know how it's spelled. Diebels, Diebels uh, alt. So I don't know which version that is. I'm assuming Dusseldorf. Uh, Okay, members of parliament or OHBS. Yeah. To answer you, Bruce, I've investigated OHBS on Ottawa Home Brewers, whatever. I I did want to get into that, but because they started kind of during my wife's illness, I couldn't participate. But to answer you, yeah, I've been in mob. So if anyone doesn't know, here in Ottawa, we're the capital of Canada. So unlike Washington D.C., this is the political capital of Canada. So it's up here. It's members of Parliament, and we call ourselves members of Parliament. Okay, because Parliament is recognized as England in English come on, let me start out. England, their house is called Parliament, and of course in the States it's what is it? I don't remember. Sorry. Uh, yes. So I've been members of Parliament. Oh, I don't know when they first formed or first started up here as an internet group, but probably 2000 and I don't know 5ish or so. Uh, Actually, I'm surprised Bruce even is aware of OHBS, but uh, uh, yeah. I haven't um, read them in years, but oh, was it back in the Zymergy days of the American Home Brewers Association? Remember, they would put out these hard copies of various styles back in the 90s. Uh, Here, I'll just bring up one now. A second. It was from the back then. It was the American. Just a second, I can't see it. Yeah, the Brewers publication, and back then, I think they published, and they're fairly thick. Back then, they published maybe 8 or 10 of these little hard copy things. And yeah, I got one from, got an alt one from the famous German, the famous, come on, the famous German uh, journalist Horst Dornbusch. Dornbusch, I think that was his name. And he had the alt one, and I think he put out the Kolsch one too. So yeah, I've been following them. Don't know where oh yeah, there's my alt one. And it is Horst Dornbusch. Yeah. There, see? Oh, it's hard to see there. History, brewing techniques, and recipes from Horst Dornbusch. Yeah. And uh, and sadly, I haven't brewed hardly any of them over the years. Uh, Apologies, because I've had a few beers, so I'm getting kind of getting kind of hosed. I'll be back at a minute here. I just have to go to the washroom. Okay, guys? Second. Mm. The only thing about YouTube is you don't know how many are still around, meaning on on StreamYard at a glance, you can see how many are still watching or involved, whatever the term is. Uh, hmm. Mm. Yeah, it's interesting. Bruce, a guy in my local online uh, YouTube, he uh, did he graduate out of Germany or not? He spent some time in the former Russia, and he was in Germany getting his IT degree. So that would have been about 98 or so, 1998 ish. And I don't know if he's kept it up, but he back then he could speak more or less he could speak back then fluent um, German. And yeah, his favorite style was Kolsch uh, Hefeweizen. So yeah, I'll have to I'll have to touch base with him to see any contacts over there that he still has. Yeah, I always wanted to go to Germany. Mm. Actually, my more or less her her dream was to go to I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Ayinger. Uh, she loved Ayinger's Brauweiss Hefeweizen, and that was her favorite beer. And I even got the classic classic glass from them. Yeah, that was her favorite beer, Ayinger Brauweiss. Uh, yeah, there you go, Bruce. Yeah, they had a another beer that came over here in Eastern Canada. It was still good, but I think her and I still like the original Brauweiss. Urweiss, I guess. You are Vice. It was nice as well, but yeah. Oh well. Uh, I don't know how it's I don't know how it's pronounced. Inger, whatever. But as a guy that has a hard time spitting out any words, I'm just happy to get it out. Oh, shit. Pardon me. Oh, boy. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Think I'll just hang out until it doesn't appear that no, it doesn't appear as though anyone's responding, or until I pass out, whichever comes first. Shit. So, uh, y- y- you don't have to give me your exact area of Canada you're in, but what area of Canada are you in there, Bruce? I assume it's like northern Canada somewhere. Okay, northwest BC. Okay, yeah, that's what Steve of Northwest. I always I always forget his name, but his channel name. Yeah, he always said you were northwest western coast. Okay, northwest. What the hell's his name? Northwest Beer Reviews. Yeah. Okay. Mm, yeah. When I get back into it, that's normally where I do mine too, in the garage. So here in Ottawa, I have to uh, I have to open the garage door a bit so I don't die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So I tend to brew if it's uh, as low as -10 Celsius, because it normally stays warm enough out there. It normally stays warm enough out there with a coat on, and then I go back in and out of the house. So I'm still a propane guy, still a propane brewer. I'd like to go electric, but I would have to update my panel in the basement. Yeah, I was thinking of going 10, um, 10, 10-gallon, perhaps with a spike system. But now that I'm the only one drinking beer, I'll probably just stay at 5. So I don't know if I'm going to if I'm going to claw hammer or I'm going to say propane burner. I'm not sure. Yeah. Hmm. Well, that's interesting. Why is that? It's more or less same voltage, right? 120, 240. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah. No, to answer you, I have never done BIA beam or root in a bag. I just have a I just have a spigot on my um, ash tun that has a little screen in it, and then after that I do a double um, I do a double um, hatch sparge. So I sparge and then add a bit more water the second time to get up to my volume. No, it's just a large aluminum kettle with a screen in it. Just just a second, I'll show you. Second. Yeah, it's hard to see. Just a second. So anyhow, here's the outside. Yeah, it's old school for sure. Okay. So I think that's about, I don't know, about 18 liters or so. Can I take the inner screen out? I'm not sure if I can without a pliers. Just a second. Yeah, it's old school for sure. That works, eh? Just a second. See if I can show you the inside. Uh, yeah, old. Just a second. There's the old screen down there. See? Shit. Bum marks down there. Ha! You scorched the shit out of some mashes. Yeah. Yeah, it adds. It adds character. It adds character. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Old school for sure, buddy. Shit. Just a second. Let me turn this off. Shit. Ding ding. Yeah, that adds character to my. What's the what's the Scottish ale that has that caramel? Scotch ale, I guess. Shit. Uh, I know. I'm old. I'm old. I'm old school. Shit. Flavor, yeah. Old school, yeah. Jeez. Yeah, as I as I as I said in the past, I have no idea who's still watching other than you, Bruce. Huh. Uh, no. To answer you, to answer you, Bruce. I haven't brewed in over 2 years, so I haven't even given it any thought as to what I'm going to brew next. I still have, you know, stuff to stuff to deal with after my wife's passing. So I'm still, in limbo. So I'm thinking in honor of her two. I think I've said this in the past. Her two favorite styles were um, German Hefeweizen and Belgian um, wit. So probably or one or both of those before it starts getting colder up here or up here in eastern Canada. Yeah. Do a Belgian wit as well. Maybe we could do one together sometime in September. Yeah, yeah. How do you 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 just a second? How do you how do you propose that when we're like on opposite ends of the continent? Unless you mean we can do it at the same time on a live stream or something. Uh, we can go on Discord and have a like Zoom call. Oh, interesting. Okay. Uh, yeah. It's, even of Northwest, I I can never think of his full channel name. Northwest, whatever, from Oregon. He got me onto Discord about a year or two ago, but I couldn't ever find out who's doing what or how it, you know, how to go online or whatever. Spend some time figuring out Discord. It's worth it. Okay. Yeah, I'll do my best. Anywho, it's going on 1:40 Eastern time. I should probably hang up because I don't think anyone else is around and pop out dashboard. They're not public. Okay. Take care. Okay. Who's who's ever still here? Thanks for talking and chiming in, people. Cheers. Have a good night.